I was just finishing doing the pre-trip, but I wanted to show you guys. Got some brand new steer tires, man. Some Bridgestone 16 ply. Both of them brand new. So balanced, installed and everything. The total was $14.50 for these steers, man. I gotta look for some drives. So I could change them soon. They still have thread, they still have life, but I think I would prefer to have brand new ones already since I have the steers. But this is what I had. As you guys remember the last couple of videos, you know, the tires were worn out because of due to the kingpins being bad, but replaced them and everything, and now I've got to replace the tires. So went over the long weekend and got them replaced. So let's get it going. On the road, I don't know if you guys could tell, but about to. After this morning that I was telling you guys about these tires, I didn't record because one, my damn GoPro runs out of battery fast, so I had to charge it. And two, I've been a little under the weather, so it's been feeling horrible the whole day. But a little recap of what happened today and why we are bobtailing to Chicago. At LPC this morning to come to Holiday City, Ohio. It's one of the Menards distribution center that I keep telling you guys it takes forever to. So I was already prepared to just come over here and sleep it off over here anyway. But yeah, when I got here, man, I got here and they were telling me that I couldn't check in because one of their main water broke at the warehouse, I guess, and they had a major leak. So they couldn't offload any trucks because their warehouse was full of water. They didn't know when or what time they would allow us to go in, at least for that building, 321. They did say that 325, which was all like on the other side with the lumber and stuff, was good to go, but I'm always at 321. And well, I called the dispatcher because they told me I couldn't go in. They even kicked me out. They didn't even let me go inside to do a U-turn and go right back around. Now they had me back up all the fucking way and then somehow try to do a U-turn in their entrance. I was able to do it. I wasn't able to do the delivery. They even told me I couldn't even drop it. That was the main thing about these guys. Like back when I started, I know we were dropping the trailers there or the containers there to get offloaded whenever the hell they could. But they straight up told me now you can't even drop this trailer, so it sucked. I called my dispatcher and I told him you gotta call Menards to see when the hell they're gonna be available. So he told me, you know, they're gonna be open at, you know, 1600. Can you just wait, write down all your hours? We're gonna make sure you get paid for your detention plus layover. I was like, all right, fine. But I told him, you know, hey bro, 1600, I got here at noon, or 1800 I should say. I got here at noon. Like, that's gonna be well over 6 hours of detention at least, plus the 7 or 8 hours that they take to offload. Are you sure they're gonna pay us all that? And he reassured me that they were gonna, you know, pay every single hour that we are there. I should have just gone to the main office and checked with them, right? Because I went around. There's another entrance towards the other side. I went to the other side. There's a mini parking spot. They have like maybe 12 spots people could park there, and I parked there. I was just wasting time. I was wasting time because I was really not doing anything. Like I said, I've been under the weather. I really didn't feel like doing anything. I was gonna clean up my floor, but I didn't even have my brush, so you know, it was just not meant to be with me feeling like this. So I was just in bed trying to rest, trying to relax and do what I could. But I finally went inside to check in like at 5:45, and well, the lady right there said, nope, we are not allowing anybody to go in there. Your best bet is gonna be coming back at 7 o'clock tomorrow, because that's the next time that the next shift comes in. So I was like, fuck, because if I would have gotten check-in hours before instead of checking in at 5:45 when I did, then I probably would have been home since the longest. But you know, waiting on the dispatcher told me this, and now all of a sudden, since it's gonna be all these hours, all of a sudden, you know, they allow me to drop the trailer. All this time spent, all this time killed there, I could have been dropping the trailer. And like I said, been in Chicago, been home, anything. But instead, I wasted all this time. I hope they pay me, and I'm gonna keep an eye on this load to see if they pay everything, because I didn't just waste my time for nothing, you know what I'm saying? The dispatcher he does a good job at paying for it, but you know, I still like to put attention to how much he pays and ask how much was actually paid. We're backtracked in time. All my time got ate up. I only got about an hour of drive, maybe actually less now. Less than an hour, and I still have 2 hours and 15 minutes of drive to get to my yard. So I'm gonna have to stop somewhere, go to sleep, call it a night, rest up, and I'll keep it moving tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow is a different day, hopefully it's a better day. But lately, last week, this week has not been the best. But hey, what can I say, man? Happens, and all we gotta do is deal with it, be patient, and keep on moving. That is the positive. The big positive is, man, the videos that I posted, the last 2 videos that I posted here on this channel, man, I thank all of you guys that have subscribed, all you guys that gave me likes. You know, keep it only motivates me to do better videos. So please comment, like, subscribe to this channel if you're liking this content. And hey, man, let's keep it moving, and I hope I don't bore you guys too much. Morning to the next morning. You guys can see I'm in my personal vehicle. I did end up going to work. Like I said in the video, I was a little under the weather, and as soon as I stopped the video yesterday when I was working, man, it took the turn for the worse, man. I wanted to stop at every truck stop because it was just getting worse. And this morning, I still didn't have the energy, and I was still feeling sick, so I just told the dispatcher that I was not going in. But here I am, having to drive towards the truck anyway, because I forgot to send them my paperwork, and he wants to charge him for all the hours I was there, plus whatever he has to do. So let's go to the truck, get this paperwork sent back, and get back onto the crib, man. Here we are at the truck. Like I said, I gotta send paperwork. And the paperwork that I'm talking about is these paper right here. It's what we call the PODs, the proof of deliveries. This is what we use in Intermodal. Every company might look different, but this one is one we have. This is what we use to either, you know, when we do the deliveries, because we don't have any packing slips, we don't have any manifests, any bill of ladings, anything when we pick up the containers. Okay. Apparently back in the day they did have bill of ladings and everything. But since everybody started focusing, or not focusing, but targeting certain containers, were always getting broken into. So I guess people knew what they were gonna deliver. They would tell their buddies or whatever, but they were, you know, coincidentally getting targeted and getting broken into, and a lot of the stuff kept on getting robbed. So one thing that Intermodal did was just start doing these carbon fiber copies, so nobody knows what they're delivering, nobody knows what they're picking up, stuff like that. So these carbon fiber copies that we do right here, that I'm going to show you how we do, this is what we use to prove that we did the delivery or that we did the pickup, because we also do exports, which means we also pick up a product at a warehouse, either to be, you know, delivered here locally in the United States or international. So let me show you guys what we do with these PODs. So this is what they are. Pretty simple, you know what I'm saying. It's what we do is when we go do delivery, obviously we go to delivery. Let's say we go to either DC or whatever. Just write the name of whatever it is, distribution center, their address, 1234 Street Avenue, wherever it is. You know, obviously should do all the info. Here's obviously the customer's name, address, city. Let's say Chicago, Illinois, you know, 60s, whatever. Okay, now you could put the phone number if you guys want to. It's not, you know, it's not necessary. Up here you put your trucking company. I'm not gonna put mine. Trucking Inc. Boom. And also the DOT number that you are running under. Okay. This obviously it's not anybody's DOT, but that's how we're doing it here. Trucking name, DOT number, customer name, address, city, everything. Up here's the agent code. Agents, they usually give, you know, every agent's from Evans and stuff like that, a very similar code, which is like 3 letters. You know what I'm saying? You just put it up there. Pro number. Now the pro number, you get the load sent on your tablet on a specific app, right? The app is gonna be eRigs. So you open eRigs and you're gonna find your load, and there's also gonna be a pro number. I'm not gonna show you that because I'm gonna show you all my stuff. So you look at the pro number, and the pro number is gonna be your actual load number. So you locate your pro number, your load number, and you write it right there, because that's what you want to get paid for, because that's what you're delivering. Okay. Now we have a container number and a chassis number. You got to write both. Obviously, you guys know there's 4 letters on every container. So whatever it is, and then you write the numbers. They're usually 6 numbers, right? And there's always a check digit number. What's a check digit number? The check digit number is usually a number that's on a square on the container. You also want to put that on there. Same thing with chassis, is always, you know, 4 letters and 6 numbers. You write it down, that way you know what chassis you grab, what container you are delivering. Seal number, the seal number, you know, you gotta go to the back of your container. That's why I always snap a picture, that way it's easier for me to do my paperwork. You saw last time on my last video that I took a picture of the container, took a picture of the chassis, and I took a picture of the seal. So Everything is, you know, where it's supposed to be. Sorry for my chicken scratch. I usually don't write like this, but I'm just writing like this just for this video. Okay, now we get to the good part where it's the customers. Customer's gonna sign there, then they're gonna print their name here, obviously date, you know what I'm saying. I don't even know what date it is today, but here it is. That's what I put. You put your name down here, John Doe, and we usually like putting a nice little signature on there, and put your tractor number. Okay, this is how we fill up a proof of delivery, equipment receipt, whatever you always want to call it. We usually just call it, you know, proof of delivery, POD. There are other boxes that you need to, when you get to the shipper, you need to get it filled out, and that's if you're gonna drop the load. You know, you check here, you drop it empty, whatever it is. But the important thing is the arrival time. You got to put your arrival time, AM, what time they started offloading you or loading you, whatever the case is. Same thing, 06:30, whatever it is, and then when they complete it. And this is all important for them to be able to pay you the detention if there's any detention at all. If you don't have any detention, I mean, that's fine. You still write your numbers or your times down. That way they can send it to the customer and still get paid for it. But if you do have detention, make sure you write it down. You know what I'm saying? 12 o'clock p.m. That'll be like, you know, 4 hours of 4.5 hours of detention, whatever it is. Special instructions. Special instructions, I usually leave this. Like if I take forever picking it up, let's say like right here, pick up, I usually like to put what, rail yard, LPC, Elwood, whatever, right? And if I'm there for the longest, the day before, you know, I just write it down, LPC. I was there, you know, 2 p.m. to, you know, 8 p.m. That way they could see that I wrote all my times down so I could get paid for the detention at the rail yard as well. Not just here at the delivery, at the rail yard alone. Okay. And then so whenever they're done offloading you, a lot of people just have you give them the paperwork at the end. Some of them keep it, and at the end they come back with a signature. And you know, we get 3 copies. We get a yellow one, we get a pink one, you get a white one. I usually just give the customer the pink one, keep the other 2. That's it. Snap a picture of this on my tablet so I can get paid, and you know, we go on with our business. And I did mention we do exports, we do pickups, so it'll be pretty much the same thing. You're still gonna have your container, because the container is gonna be empty, obviously, because you're picking up. You know, your chassis still there. The only difference is you're gonna have a seal number. We do get seals from our dispatcher, so we send them in so he could bill it. That way we could take it to the rail yard. So you put your own seal number, okay? And instead of writing everything on this side, because this is delivering to, we're gonna write it on this side because we're doing the export. We're picking up. We're not delivering. We're picking up. So now we are doing, instead of filling this side out, we're filling out this side. And wherever we say delivered to, either LPC, BNSF, or CSX, whatever, we do it on this side. So it's just a little vice versa. I've already messed up a couple times when I go and pick up and I start writing all the information on this side. So, you know, no biggie. Just weigh it out, start doing the other side. So, but this is how we do the proof of delivery. And like I said, for the most part, a lot of different companies have different PODs. I've seen Bear Cartages is different. I've seen other ones that are different as well. Some of them are even smaller, just like a little ticket. We're not. This one's a little bigger. I have books and books of this shit. Like, the freaking dispatcher just keeps on sending me stuff. I just ask him for zip ties, but he keeps on sending me a bunch of stuff every time. So whatever, I just keep them there just in case. But I haven't been running out yet. And yes, those are important to us. Like I said, that's what we use to send it to through the app on the tablet. That way we could get paid for the move. If you don't send anything in, they're not gonna pay you. If you do not write in your hours, they're not gonna pay you for your detention. So you have to make sure all your hours are put on there, and make sure you write neat. Right now I didn't write it neat because I just did it for the video, but make sure it's understandable. That way they understand it. Your hours are all put in. You want to get paid for every little thing that you do, because here in Intermodal, like I said, you get paid for everything, every little move you make. Even if you go and just pick up an empty chassis and just take it to a rail yard, you get paid for that. It's usually around 125 bucks, 80 bucks, whatever it is. But you know, you're gonna get paid for every single move, for every single thing you do. Nothing's for free here. The only difference is that when we do get exports, we write that down, but right there we actually get bill ladings, right, where they actually print out a bill so we could, you know, send it in as well. So when they give you your bills, it's a printed bill like you do in dry van or wherever you go. You get a bill. So you could put a copy inside the container if you want. I never do that, but what I do is take a picture of the bill, all the pages. Sometimes it gives you like 20 pages. I don't know about sending all 20 pages because it gets annoying, but I send the main bills. I don't send the packing slip. I just send the main bill. So I send the bill, I send my proof of delivery, and that's how we do exports. Another thing about exports is for that you do need a special pickup number, or sometimes even with the booking number that you get your box with is good enough for picking it up. But for the most part, I've encountered a lot of warehouses where they ask me the location of where the load is going. They've asked me about pickup number. They've asked me for different numbers. So it's like, it's real good to have different numbers just in case. I have gotten, like I said, there's been cases where I've gotten to the customer and they ask me for a specific number that I don't have, either in the tablet or the text message that my dispatcher sends me. So we gotta be out there waiting for the customer to pick up and then finally send us the correct information, because I really do hate it when they ask me where is it going, what are you picking up. So it's like, I don't know, I got a container, bro. It's an export. Whatever you have on schedule for a freaking container, just give me that. The same thing when we do deliveries. A lot of times when we do deliveries, we take the container and they ask me what I have. And it's like, we don't know, man. I picked it up in the rail yard. The only way I'm gonna know is by cutting the bolt and opening the door up. And a lot of times, you know, we have to do that because they don't even know what they're getting, I guess. So don't get me wrong, a lot of customers are on it. They already know what containers coming in and what the product is, and they just tell us to back up in the door. But a lot of these people, I guess, that don't order from with containers from out of seas, stuff like that, they're usually the ones that don't know what's coming in. And they said, we don't know what it is. So I guess back in the day they did, but I said they started stealing stuff, and they wanted to have control a little bit over that because there was so much theft in containers. So now nobody knows. And like I said, the easiest thing we would do is just cut the bolt, the seal, and open the container so you can see what it is. But anyways, man, I think I'm gonna let you guys go with this one. I don't want to bore you guys a lot. I know it wasn't a trucking video, but it's trucking related. Just wanted to show you guys what we do to get our paperwork, or how our paperwork goes about to deliver or pick up a container or product for a container. If you guys do have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments. If you guys are liking these videos, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. A lot of you guys have been new here. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm thankful for all you guys that are liking, subscribing, and commenting on these videos. Please keep on doing so. This helps me a lot. You guys don't have any idea how much it helps me. But with that being said, man, God bless you all, and keep moving forward.